Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements. Welcome to another episode where today we're going to be analysing the three major US indices, that being the S&P500, followed by the Nasdaq100 and the Dow Jones30 futures charts. I hope you all had a wonderful 3-day weekend, of course, as yesterday the markets were closed due to it being President's Day. Of course, we still have 4 trading sessions ahead of us. We've just seen the opening bell and the market is trading. We're seeing some AI stocks trade heavily towards the downside today. You know, Nvidia's off around 6%, AMD's down 6%. Super microcomputer, which has been one of the best performing stocks so far this year. I think in fact it is the best performing stock this year, up around 250% year to date, and we're only in the month of February. That stock's down another 11%, down 35% from its peak high that we achieved back last Friday. So lots to talk about during today's video. However, just before I start today's video, of course, anyone who's interested in joining my Signal service, then make sure you join my group by visiting my website dailymarketmovements.com. The website link is in the description of today's video, so just scroll down, click on that link. It'll bring you to this website where you can sign up by clicking here, subscribe under the monthly subscription area. Also, guys, just wanted to announce that I am now new to Twitter. So for all of you X or Twitter users out there, then make sure you give myself a follow, stocktrader_max. I have become verified, so that's how you know it's actually me. So please go make sure you give me a follow, and I'm just posting loads of stuff about about trading and data, etc. So some really interesting stuff that I post over there. So go and give me a follow. But let's get started with today's video, starting here with the S&P 500. Currently find ourselves trading below 5,000. That's right. We've dipped below 5,000 in the futures market today. We are off the lows. Lows was down at around 4,970. So we've managed to bounce around 15 points since the US Open. I said to my Signal team this morning, we're still trading within this ascending wedge pattern, and ascending wedges are typically a bearish pattern, and the reason being is because 9 times out of 10 you do get a break towards the downside rather a break towards the upside, as you would need a very exciting move for us to break above the upside here and to continue like that. So yeah, the likelihood is that eventually we are going to break out towards the downside of this ascending triangle, and as you can see, we're running out of space. We're getting very congested here. In fact, we haven't really moved much since the 7th of February. So for the last, let's say 10 trading sessions, we haven't really done much in terms of price action, and we are rubbing up against the bottom side of that ascending wedge. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did see a breakdown lower. That being said, you still have to carry on buying here though, or keep your buyer's eye, I should say, rather than keep on buying. And that's just simply due to the fact we haven't seen any technical deterioration. There hasn't been enough technical damage done here to say that we should now open up a sell position. It's not until we break the bottom of this ascending wedge pattern that we have to start opening sell positions. So I'm not quite there yet, but I think if we were to break down low, I think the next target is 4,800, where the 50-day EMA is, rather than 4,500, which was my target a few weeks ago before we continued this crazy move higher throughout the month of January and the beginning of February. And then moving over to the Nasdaq100, very similar to the S&P 500, we are testing the bottom of this ascending wedge. We did actually briefly break below it. Again, we're seeing weakness in many of the AI names, that being Nvidia, Supermicro, AMD. We're seeing Apple trade towards the downside. Microsoft's now back below 400. So this explains why the Nasdaq100 is trading more than 1% towards the downside. But, I think tomorrow is going to be what it's all going to be about, and that's because we hear the earnings report from Nvidia. And I think if earnings were good from Nvidia, then we could see a real good chance of a lot of these AI stocks bouncing back, and we could potentially see a continuation of a move higher here for the Nasdaq 100 back within this ascending wedge. But again, that all depends on Nvidia's numbers tomorrow. For any miss whatsoever, the stock's at 43% year to date, we will see most likely the Nasdaq 100 plummet towards the downside, where we could potentially go and test the 0.23 Fib area, which sits around 17,100. And last but not least, moving over to the Dow Jones30, currently trading at 38,629. We haven't really seen much of a deterioration here in terms of technical patterns here. The candlestick is still trading in positive territory today. The only index in the US that's trading in positive territory, major index that being. And with that being the case, there's no reason to become a seller here. You have to continue to support the trend. The trend is higher, and with that being the case, I stay long here in the Dow Jones 30. That's going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. Thank you very much. Of course, tomorrow we have Nvidia's earnings, so I will touch on that. But don't forget, give me a follow on Twitter, and if you want to join my Signal team, then make sure you visit my website dailymarketmovements.com. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all tomorrow.